Now, this matters enough to do calls at the top of the show. So just listen first and we'll go. We have two courses on the menu. Expose the game and prove that you, the free agents who are flexing your independent status, are winning, are changing it. No less than a Gallup poll. What are our concerns in this country? Our biggest problems? Now, the poll did something bad. Forces independents into one of the two teams. You know I hate this. They can't just let you be an independent. They have to say, which way do you lean? And it fosters this mythology that all independents lean one way or the other. But doesn't it depend on the issue? Of course it does. They're just trying to force you into a box because that's how we cover the game and everything is supposed to be suited to the game. That's the problem, all right? So it's a little skewed, but you can change the game even with the artificial distribution. And I'm going to tell you why it's artificial and how the findings would be even more different if they didn't force you into silos. But here's the interesting thing. What concerns do you think matter most to people in this country? Culture wars, all the book burning, trans bashing, you know, on the cable news so often, crime, also in the news so often, headlines about spiking everywhere, demonizing the homeless and mentally ill, race, inflation, you keep hearing how bad it is, right? Immigration, constant concern for the right. None of them, in fact, are anywhere near the top. Race and crime and contrived culture wars are all single-digit concerns. Here are the numbers. What are the biggest problems in America? Inflation at the top, okay? All these other ones are there. You see them? But what's the biggest? Inflation? Not even close. And the number one interest, concern, is on the rise. Guess what it is? Leadership. Leadership in government. That is the number one concern. If we keep moving with the script, I can explain to you why. So, the economy and inflation, absolutely big, okay? But the real concern is even bigger than that. The runaway number one concern, the growing concern, even more so among Republicans who just came into power, leadership. Put it up at the top of the list because that's where it is. And it's runaway. It's the only one in the 20s. It's the only one on the rise, okay? That's right. When polled, Americans said the biggest problem in this country is our government, 21%, up from 15. It was flat with inflation, which stayed where it was. Immigration, economy. Look how all these things that this is all you ever hear about. But look how small they are. How is there a disconnect? Because we are not Twitter. We are not tribal. That is the minority that is being magnified. It is proof that it is the tribes. Everything is designed. All these distractions are designed from them and this constant who is worse salvo exchange between the parties. The pet issues are targeted to divide, and you're not buying it. And independents, if they weren't forced to be in one of these partisan preferences, would prove it out even more about their concern about leadership. So it's proof of what? Well, people don't like Biden, right? Now that's spin. His numbers aren't great, but they're on par with where Trump was at the same time, and other presidents. But his numbers stayed the same. So did Congress's. Over the same period, that leadership concerns increased. Why? That's because it's all of them. It is a rejection of the game, that you are sick of the noise and the division. This is what we were talking about in the midterms. It's true. And when independents are broken out and left alone, it's even more true. So if leadership matters, here are my two observations, okay? Biden and the Democrats need to do a better job of making their case. You know, they keep saying, hey, stop with this both sidesism. The Republicans are like unnaturally toxic, and we are not that. Then make the case. And I'll give you a specific. You're losing on the economy, specifically inflation, okay? You botched the dipping gas prices. You didn't explain it. Now they're increasing again, so you lost your window of opportunity, and it's about to happen with inflation as well. Inflation, to you, you probably think, well, it's probably on the way up, right? That's what I keep hearing. Look at the numbers from the BLS, the Bureau of Labor Statistics. It's coming down. Why? A lot of reasons, all right? A lot of this is cyclical and about world demand and the value of the dollar. There's a lot going on. But did Biden tell you that it's coming down? Have you heard that from him? Are the Democrats making a case for why and why their policies will help reinforce this? No. And all you're hearing from the right is what? It's bad, inflation, everybody's getting killed, under Trump, it was so much better. This goes to a leadership failure for both of them for different reasons. So they got to tell the story better, and the other side's got to stop lying about the story. Now, there's another big opportunity that comes tomorrow for our president when he meets with Speaker McCarthy. Do not negotiate on the debt ceiling, okay? This is bigger than budget brinkmanship. I love a good deal. I love handling. I love dickering. I love to see who's going to win and who's going to lose and why. I love it. But not here. Why? We live this, okay? And this is much bigger than just the budget negotiation. Biden sat and watched President Obama make the mistake that he should avoid back in 2011 and arguably in 2013 also. But in 2011, I covered it. It was bad. We suffered our first credit downgrade, period. The markets went nuts. Google it and you'll see. Consumer, business confidence, shaken. Stocks, the recovery from the Great Recession, all of a sudden in question. Now, what did Democrats do? Well, they averted the cliff, as they call it, by acceding to this $2 trillion cut in spending that wound up not even really happening, that the GOP was demanding. The grand bargain, you'll see when you Google it, that broke down. Now, at the time, Obama and Biden agreed that the mere threat of default had taken a serious toll. It was a, quote, unimaginable self-inflicted wound. And they were right. Now McCarthy is talking the same talk they talked back then. Biden is saying, here's the leader of the free world, pounding on the table, being irresponsible, saying, no, 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 just raise the limit, make us spend more. That's not how adults act. This is BS, my brothers and sisters, okay? That's exactly what Trump asked. And you know what McCarthy did? He lapped it up. Why? Because this is the game. And when it's his side, it's okay. And when it's the other side, it's about fiscal austerity. Don't play the game. Mr. Biden, be a leader. Even Presidents Trump and Reagan have said in the past it is critical to avoid debt limit brinkmanship. Trump said it, okay? McCarthy said, shh, then. Why? Because he plays the game. Brian Deese and Office of Management Budget. You know, when you hear OMB, Director Shalonda Young, they wrote the following. Raising the debt ceiling is not a negotiation. It is an obligation of this country and its leaders to avoid economic chaos. Now, you say, yeah, but we got to control the spending. Do it in the budget process. Don't mess with our credit ratings unless you really want to see your interest rates fly in a direction that we haven't seen in a long time. And look, history supports everything I'm saying. Since 1960, Congress has acted 78 separate times to permanently raise, temporarily extend, or revise the definition of the debt limit, okay? That's from the U.S. Treasury, okay? It's not politics, it's a fact. The Treasury notes that it happened 49 times under Republicans, 29 under Democrats. So if you want to say, well, they're about austerity, hey, man, you did it straight way more times than the Democrats did. So it's not about high ground. This is a test of leadership. And if Biden falls prey to this false notion of compromise, he's making a mistake. Leadership demands that you hold strong on this and explain to the people that raising the debt limit is different than refusing to negotiate on the budget. Make the case. Be clear. Get your proxies out. That's leadership, or prepare to lose. Now, what do you think? What do you think the biggest problems are? Do you agree with my assessment of this poll? What leadership will be with the debt limit, inflation? You tell me. 1-844-968-7720. That takes us to your favorite person, Dusty in the control room. Anybody want to talk to me, or are you just going to use different voices?
Lots of people want to talk to you. Lots. We have Maria from New York.
Hey, Chris, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
I think that what you're saying is completely true, but I think everything starts and ends with education. I've been an educator for 27 years. I'm concerned that our education system is in crisis. Our teachers are overworked, and some of our kids are getting lost in the system. Unless we as a society begin to prioritize and value education, the system is not going to change. Our kids need us. They're our future, and our country's depending on them. What are we doing?
We're weaponizing it. We're making our education more about culture than curriculum. And now we're back to like the Fahrenheit 451 days of figuring out what books should be burned and banned. See, we're taking education and dealing with the hard part, which is how do you make people smarter? Actually, I'm doing a segment on this going forward about the effect of COVID on our kids, what's real, what isn't. We're going to take it through with a researcher. But we're just using it for expedience because that's the game. So, for instance, in Florida, Governor DeSantis is making headlines by what? Making education better? No, he's making it a culture issue. And every time we do that, it just feeds division. So I think you're right about the concern, but if there's not leadership there, it just gets perverted along with everything else.